Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I believe we are live on the Rise and Grind. Maybe Facebook's doing something a little bit weird that I've never seen before. Okay, there we go. John Hinkson, Adam Lyons in the house. Good morning. It is time for the Rise and Grind. I am having a great morning this morning. I've already been up. I woke up super early today, man. I've been up since 4 o'clock today. I didn't get 3:30 like I'm sure Sean Hayes or Miss Toadvine. I didn't get that early, but I was up at 4 today. Went to bed a little bit earlier, and so ended up getting up at 4. But good morning. Good morning, Adam. Good morning, Greg. Good morning, Nathan Scott Limble, my man Tom Sizemore on some life-changing stuff lately. He's up in here this morning, which I love. Heather Toomey's been joining in. I think Robbie's been sleeping in, but Heather's been popping in now. Robbie's not going to like that, but I'm going to throw it out there anyway. Good morning, Pablo. Good morning, Laura. Good morning, Brandon. This is the Rise and Grind. My name is Glenn Lundy. I'm just going to spend a little bit of time with you this morning, rising and grinding. I think I got a stream going over on Instagram too. It might be sideways though, but I've never tried the Instagram. For those of you on Instagram, am I sideways? Am I sideways or is it feeding right? Because I can turn it. Just let me know. Those of you over here on Facebook, I know I'm doing good over here, but the Instagram's a new thing. So, anyways, rising and grinding. It is Tuesday. I get my days so confused all the time. It's Wednesday. It is Wednesday, January 17th. And this morning we're going to talk about something. We're going to talk a little bit about your journey, our priority. Lisa Marie says, yep, it is sideways. So how about I go like that, Lisa Marie? Is that better? Let me see. See if I can make that work. What if I run it like this? Sorry, Facebook people, you can't see what I'm doing, but here, we'll try that. Maybe that's a little better for my Instagrammers. Anyways, we're going to talk about your journey, our priority. Patrick, you are right. It is time to grind. 4:30 in the morning out there for Brandon. He's early. You guys know what we need to do. We need to get all of the Rise and Grinders up in here. So if you can go ahead and share the feed, please share the feed. We'll get everybody up in here. And here is what we'll start discussing. Now, at the dealership that I work at, okay, I am the general manager of Dan Cummins, a Chevrolet and Buick in Paris, Kentucky, the second largest volume dealership in the United States of America. Make sure you guys get that. The second largest in the United States of America. Okay, now this is a dealership that just 6 or 7 years ago we were selling 150 cars a month. Now we're selling 850 plus cars a month, and this is all out of a town of about 9,500 people. 9,500 people. We sell more cars in a year than we have in the population of the city that we live in. Yes, it's Chevrolet store. Dan Cummins Chevrolet and Buick. Now, this journey that we have gone on over the last 7 years has been incredible. This journey that we've gone on over the last 7 years has had many highs and many lows. We've had different opportunities to learn, different opportunities to grow. We've had mistakes that we've made. We've had successes that we've had along the way. We've added partners along the way. We've done training along the way. What's up, Robbie Toomey? Rising and grinding. Zach Toomey's up in here, rising and grinding. But we've had partners along the way. And we've done a lot of things right, and we've done a lot of things wrong. But this has been our journey. And as we've been on this journey, one of the things that I connect with the most is the fact that no matter what we were going through at the time, and no matter how crazy it felt at the time, no matter how we thought and we panicked and we stressed and we worried over stuff, ultimately in time, everything has worked itself out. In time, the journey itself, going through those struggles, is what has made us better today. So here's what we've decided to do at Dan Cummins. We decided that we've got a new tagline that we're going to be using on all of our commercials a new tagline that we're going to be using throughout the store. And this tagline is, your journey is our priority. Okay? Dan Cummins Chevrolet Buick, your journey, our priority. And I'm not on here to just talk about Dan Cummins Chevrolet Buick this morning. I wanted to come on here and explain that to you so you guys can understand the backstory of where this comes from. Your journey, our priority. Now, the life lesson that we can get out of this is threefold, okay? Now, this is going to apply to a bunch of different people. So, if you have customers, and I'm hoping if you're up rising and grinding at 5:30 in the morning, that you probably have a customer somewhere. So if you are a person that has a customer, then here's what I need you to understand. I need you to understand that you have got to, in order to be incredibly successful, in order for you to make an impact, okay, you are going to have to make sure that that customer's journey is your priority. That customer's journey has to be your priority. Okay? Now, here's what I mean by that. When you're with your customer, it can't be about you anymore. Okay? It can't be, well, I need you to do this, or we need to go this direction, or I'm going to walk you down this path. It can't be about you. Okay? When you're with a customer, their journey has to become your priority. So we have to make sure that as they're traveling along this journey, and we all know journeys usually have hills and valleys, ups and downs, highs and lows. So you have to make sure that as your customer is traveling, as they're on this journey, this experience with you, we got to make sure that it's our priority that that experience is a good one. We have to make sure that it's our priority that we open a door for them. Small thing. We open the door for them. We get them a cup of coffee. We make them feel comfortable. We treat them with respect. We make sure to call them by their name. We make sure to look them in the eyes. We make sure to put our cell phones away. That's a crazy thought, right? I'm going to teach you a little trick this morning. I'm going to teach you a little something, okay? Psychology of human beings. If I have my cell phone out on the table, my cell phone is sitting between you and I, okay? I'm going to pretend, because my cell phone's over there on Instagram. All right? This is my cell phone. It's between you and I. Now, I am not looking at my cell phone. I'm currently looking at you. But what do you see? You see my cell phone. You see a barrier. You see a block. You want to know why my cell phone is now more important than you are. This isn't good for our journey, okay? This isn't good for our customer's journey. So put the cell phone away. Focus on the customer. Make them feel special. Make them feel important. Make them feel like they're the only one. Make them feel like their journey is your priority, okay? This works great with our customers. Now, second area, for those of you that are leaders out there, those of you that maybe have some employees that work under you, or maybe you have children. Maybe you have children that are looking at you that you're trying to work with, okay? But any of you guys that have people that you are trying to lead in some direction, we have to understand as we're leading these people, we have to understand that their journey is our priority. Their journey, our priority. Okay? When you're working with employees, for example, it is incredibly important that the employee's journey, their path, though it will have highs and lows and hills and valleys, it is important that their path, their journey, their experience is one of that's pleasurable. Okay? We can't just kick our employees in the teeth all the time. We can't just sit there and beat our guys up every single day and expect great results. It doesn't work like this. It doesn't work. Their journey in our dealerships or in our business has to be pleasant. It has to be fun. We have to make sure when they're on one of those lows that we're there to lift them up, that we're there to look them in the eye and say, hey, your experience here at this dealership, your experience here in my company is important to me. It's a priority to me that you have a great experience. It's a priority to me that you make good money. It's a priority to me that you have plenty of opportunity. It's a priority to me that I surround you with other good, hard-working people, like-minded individuals. That has to be a priority. Understand? Your employees' journeys, your customers' journeys, when they become your priority, that's when you can start to reach higher levels of success. That's when you can take a store from selling 150 cars a month to turn it into a store selling 850 cars a month. The hardest part about this is we are constantly looking inside. Okay, we are selfish human beings. God kind of made us that way. It's crazy. Sounds weird, right? What did you just say? Did he say God made us selfish? Listen, man, we're self-preserving. It's a survival thing. Okay, we want to make sure to take care of self. We want to put ourselves in situations that are comfortable. We want to put ourselves in a position to gain and to benefit. That's just plain natural. That's just plain human. But it doesn't work in relationships. It doesn't work when we're trying to expand, we're trying to grow, we're trying to make change. It doesn't work. Your employee's journey has to become your priority. Your customer's journey has to become your priority. Your family's journey has to become your priority. So that's what I got for you this morning. Your journey, our priority. We're making that change at Dan Cummins with all of our commercials, and we want our customers as well as our employees to know that their journey is going to be our priority. We're going to do everything we can to make that experience amazing. Now, I've still got 3 minutes on here. So, what is going on? How come I'm not seeing? I normally see a ton of comments from the Rise and Grinders this morning. I'm not seeing very many comments today. Frank says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Frank. But I'm seeing tons of people in here, but I'm not seeing any comments. I don't know if something's messed up with my system. I don't know if you guys are having a tough time waking up this morning. Stephanie Toadvine says, loves these tips. Can definitely help to boost my business and family life. Thanks. You're so welcome, Stephanie. Stacy says, good morning. You guys are just, that's what's going on. You guys are just cold. You're just waking up. You're popping into the Rise and Grind a little bit early. I'm just ahead of you guys by an hour and 43 minutes. That must be what it is. Everybody's just listening in, but they're not ready to chime up yet. Ready to speak up. Good morning from Melbourne, Florida. Laura Bourbon. Nathan Linville says he had a long night. I bet you did, buddy. All kinds of snow and crashing and people and all kinds of crazy stuff. I bet you did. I really bet you did. Well, here, guys, listen to me. Whether you're just crawling out of bed, you're just getting going, you had a long night, whatever's going on, I want you to know that right now, you are part of the Rise and Grind. You are part of an elite group of individuals that are actually able to beat the sun up on a daily basis. You have a head start on your competition. You should pat yourself on the back. You should be proud of yourself for getting up early. The early bird gets the worm. Not everybody can do it. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. If it was easy, we'd have 15 million people in the Rise and Grind show every day, but we don't. We have a small elite group from all over the country. It's pretty awesome. If you don't make your customers a priority, someone else will. Fact. Colden was driving home in the snow. Toadvine's a beast. She gets up early. Tom Sizemore says, Sam Cox should be watching this lesson. I agree. Oh, today will be the one that he watches. But you know Sam doesn't watch any of my stuff. Tom, you might learn something. Frank, overslept this morning. Hey, buddy, it happens. I overslept last week. Live on the Rise and Grind. I overslept. Carl Chevrolet is the number one Chevrolet. Is Carl Chevrolet the number one Chevrolet? I'm not 100% sure. We are the number 2 volume dealership in the country, more because of our used than our new. As far as our new Chevys, last year we finished number 37 in the country on new Chevys. But as far as used cars, we finished number 2 in the nation as far as just overall volume, sitting right at an average of about 850 cars a month is where we roll. But no, seriously, man, you should be proud of yourself this morning for rising and grinding. How'd y'all get to that kind of volume? Hey, Mathis, it started literally. Brandon, I'm confused on what you got going there. I'll look at it later. But anyways, Mathis, as far as going from 150 to 850, it really just started internally, taking a good look at our culture, taking a good look at our people, taking a good look at our priorities, what we want to do, where we want to go, setting the visions, and setting it out there at a point where, we didn't just have a meeting when we were selling 150 cars and say, hey, we want to sell 850. That never happened. It was, hey, okay, we're selling 150. How do we get to 200? And now we're selling 200. How do we get to 250? And what do we got to do for our people? What do we got to do for our employees? How do we have to invest in our dealership? What do we got to do to squeeze out another one deal a day? Now, what do we got to do to squeeze out another 2 deals a day? It was literally just breaking it down and grinding it out one day at a time, building new buildings, working out of temporary facilities, hiring new people, shifting people around in different management positions. We had to make a lot of fires along the way, putting out fires along the way as well. But ultimately, it was literally a one day at a time. Build it, 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 build it. Relentless effort, one day at a time. John Maxwell says it best. If you chop at that tree, if you go out in your backyard, you pick a tree and you take an axe and you chop at it 5 times a day. 5 times a day. Don't chop at it 10 times. Don't chop at it 20 times. 5 times a day, every day. At some point, you'll chop that tree down. And that's what we've done at Dan Cummins. Just a little bit every single day for the last 7 years, man. And we continue to grind. That's it, guys. I got to go. I got to get to the gym. I got to drive careful today because we do have that snow out there. But hope you guys are having an incredible morning. Again, pat yourself on the back for being a part of the Rise and Grind. Make sure to share the shows for some other Rise and Grinders. And our lesson today is let's make sure our customers as well as our employees, we make sure that their journey is our priority. Have a great day.